G'day viewers and welcome back to Blokesworld. We're at the pointy end of the competition. That's right, today is Sunday. It's the hair scramble where we've turned 2,000 riders down to 500 and out of this 500, maybe 4 will finish. We've got 25 checkpoints, 4 hours to finish the race and we're racing around an iron mine. Check it out, they're all lining up. Got Taddy over there behind us doing some Red Bull TV. Stick around, get on the phone, ring your mates, go crazy because this is going to be the best half an hour of television you have ever seen. This is Blokesworld Augsburg Road Trip. Enjoy.
Dangerous, stupid.
Augsburg is a crazy race, right?
This is like the calendar month of the year, this one. It's crazy, it's great, and it's a lot of fun here.
G'day viewers and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Blokesworld. We're still in Austria, we're on an Augsburg road trip, and on tonight's episode, we're at the pointy end of the competition. We're at the main race where we've whittled down over 3,000 dirt bikers to find the 500 that are going to take on the Iron Giant. And the Iron Giant is an Austrian mine. That's where we are this week, and this mine works basically 51 weeks of the year and shuts down for one, so Red Bull can hold this race. But first up, let's meet Sam Winterburn, an absolute legend in the endurocross scene. He comes from England and trains with the man himself, Graham Jarvis. Right now, let's go meet a great pom.
Mate, you've had a cracking weekend. We saw you ride the prologue and then you originally started off with number 86, then you made it to number 8 with your time in the prologue.
Well, through my motocross years, that's where my speed comes in, you see, so I was flat out, so it was all right. I loved it.
No, mate, it's nothing better than turning on the gas with that massive drop there, is there?
No, it was cool. It was cool, actually. I'd love to have a speedo.
Yes.
Just to see how fast I was actually going. But got a good timing on Saturday, yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I knew I'd be up there, but not like in the top 10 kind of thing, so yeah, I'm well happy, so yeah, it's all cool.
Man, I'm just talking to you now. It looks like you're ready to go out to a nightclub. Looks like you haven't even had a race. The only proof that we have that you've done Augsburg is what you've done to this bike. Let's just have a look at this. You've got bits coming off here. Look what you've done to the pipe. You've got that signed by a rock.
I know, and I had to change the front disc.
Yeah, tell us what happened with the front disc. What happened there?
I don't know what it was, but where all the factory boys fill up with fuel, there's a hill straight after, and there was just people everywhere, and I got caught up near the top, and I had to come back down, and there was bikes coming up, and they were everywhere, and I kind of lost a bit of control and smashed into a rock, and yeah, it just bent it completely, and it just locked on.
Wow.
And some guide dude up there was like, yeah, change this. So
that's amazing, isn't it? So the guide has come up, taken his off, and put it on yours. That's awesome.
So I was there for like half an hour.
Oh, mate, that is amazing.
But yeah, it was all good. The ones in England are totally different to this. It's nothing like this, so hopefully we'll go back to England and it'd be a walk in the park, basically. It was all right until the brake went.
So let's go through. So you got a smashed up pipe. You got no tyre. You got no brake, and you got no starter. So you had to kick it all the way across.
Since we'd go.
That is insane.
I kicked it off the line, and that was it. this is the first time here, and I just wanted to see what it's all about, and yeah, it's hard, like. Very hard.
Let's talk about your sponsors. Who do you want to thank for getting you here?
D3 Racing, everybody really, KTM, 100%,
Yep.
Decade Europe. The big one, that was my mum and dad.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's mum and dad always, isn't it?
Always. I wouldn't have done it without them. And obviously my girlfriend, Chloe Richardson, she was a big help through Carl's Diner, so...
That's awesome. So you had them all there cheering you on coming through there?
Everybody. All my family back at home was just... everybody's there. It kind of egged me on to do better, if that makes sense.
100%, yeah.
But no, I loved it. It was cool.
That's awesome, because there's nothing worse when you've got nothing left in the tank, is there?
I know.
Unreal.
Australia great again.
Make Australia great again.
And the UK.
Sam, thank you so much, champion.
Well, there you go. Not a bad bloke for a Pommy, eh? And boy, can that kid ride. Anyway, stick around. We've got heaps more Blokesworld coming up after these messages.
That's the line.
G'day viewers and welcome back to the Austrian Erzberg series. I hope you're having as much fun as we're having doing our green screen throws right now. But anyway, right now we're going to a town called Salzburg, which is kind of famous for being in the movie The Sound of Music. And I tell you what, this place is beautiful and they've got a massive castle there in town. Camera 3 and I decided to go check out this castle, and by the time we got up there, from nowhere, an instant European hurricane came and wrecked our day.
Beautiful it is. We are about to get on from a great height.
Well, after surviving a mini cyclone at the top of the castle, we had to make our way to the Red Bull Academy, a massive sports academy in Salzburg, which basically trains all their athletes from soccer and ice hockey. I lied and said, hey, ice hockey, Blokesworld, we can skate. And before you know it, we got an interview with the Salzburg Red Bulls, a legendary ice hockey team. Check this out. Now, one of the imported players is right with me now. Lane, welcome to Blokesworld.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Now, you're a Canadian, is that correct?
Yes, I am. This will be my third season, going to my third season here. Our fans are great here, and the academy and everything we have to train. Red Bull's is an awesome organization. If you haven't noticed, on Europe, it's bigger than in North America, and that just makes the game, they have more room, more time with the puck, and it makes the game a lot faster.
Cool. And I heard before that you come from a great lineage of a family. Your dad was a hockey player as well, and he came to Austria to play?
Yeah, no, it's been in our family. Even my brother played growing up. Used to always compete against my brother and watching my dad play. Now he's coaching back in Canada, so always have that hockey support in the family.
Well, viewers, I'm here with the head coach, the engineer of the Red Bulls. Welcome to the show, Greg.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, it's great watching you out there. You're moving around like a strategic chess pieces, aren't you?
Yeah, it's summertime. We have a little more time to work on the technical part of the game, the skating, the individual skills, and it's a good opportunity to work with the players individually.
Obviously, that's not an Austrian accent you're rocking there. Whereabouts are you from?
From Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's my second year in Salzburg, and before that I coached about 12 years in Germany. Yeah, we've got a lot of different nationalities. It's a real melting pot of players, and makes it a lot of fun. The players have 12-month contracts, so 3 weeks after the season is over, we start with our off-ice training, strength, conditioning, speed and agility, and then in the summertime we go on the ice a couple of times a week to work on the technical skills individually, and then 22nd of July all the import players come, the North American guys, and then we start officially on the ice August 1st, and then the last possible game I think is middle of April. Yeah, it's like a full-time job, but on the other side guys are done by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, usually on a non-game day, and we get the chance to play a sport that was made for kids and get paid for it, so we're very fortunate to have this kind of a hobby as a job.
The development program here is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, and we have Herr Mateschitz from Red Bull to thank for that. They've just done so much for the youth programs here in soccer and hockey, and this is probably one of the few places in the world that have these kinds of facilities. The Czech national team is here training for the week, and it's always good to have an exchange program with other countries. We can always learn and improve.
Well, we've had a fantastic time here. If our viewers want to watch some games, you've got games on YouTube. There's a website as well they can check out and about the team.
Yep, there's on the EBEL website, you can watch games live. I know my folks watch the games live back home.
Yep.
A little bit different time zone. You might have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning or watch them early in the morning because of the time difference, but the games are broadcast live.
Oh man, we've had a great day here. Look, Guido's looked after us. These aren't coming off. It's going to take surgery to take this off. We've had a great time. Once again, thanks so much, Greg.
Thank you much.
Cheers.
Take care.
Coming up next, viewers, we're heading back to the Iron Giant, where Ado gets to meet his enduro motocross idol, Taddy Blokes. And we continue the Blokesworld Challenge. So, while I head down the hill at a rapid pace, you're going to a commercial break. See you after this.
Hello, I'm Lane. I'm from the Red Bull Salzburg, and you're watching Blokesworld.
G'day viewers, and welcome back to the Blokesworld Erzberg, Austria road trip. Right now, we're going to introduce you to some motocross royalty. He's from Poland. His name's Taddy Blokes, and no one has won this event more than this bloke. I tell you what, no one makes riding a dirt bike look as easy as this guy. He's an absolute legend. He is the king of Europe. I tell you what, he's the king of Red Bull. His name's Taddy B, and I got to meet him.
Taddy, welcome to Australian television.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh, mate, we came here in 2009 on your third win, and it was one of those years where it was like a really, really hot day. Kind of like this weekend, huh?
Yeah, I remember 2009 pretty good. So, yeah, you know, to be honest, I like it better when it's super hot and like, you know, just gnarly out there. So I like them days. So hopefully, you know, for this weekend, you know, some hot weather for the boys, and we'll see them sweat, right?
Yeah, excellent. And you're not here this weekend riding, you're here as an ambassador, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not riding, I'm not racing this weekend. I'm here just helping out the team and just hanging out, just having fun.
Awesome. And if you were to explain to our viewers out there, what's it actually like to start on the starting line and take off? The first section, like, just getting out of the mine.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, Erzberg, it's a crazy race, right? I mean, I don't know, it's hard to explain, right? Hard to like put it in words. I guess it's like kind of the motocross start that, you know, you got them 50 guys that not all of them basically know what they're doing. Like, you know, some of them just going wild.
Yep.
And then, you know, like, it's so unpredictable. You know, if you don't get the start with all the dust and everything, it is a crazy race for sure. So when you're there at that line, you're just hoping for that whole shot, and you know, all I was thinking of just trying to like check out and, you know, race on my own race. So yeah, it's a very special place for sure.
Do you set your head up going, right, okay, now I'm at Carl's, now I'm at Dynamite?
To be honest, I just race hard all the time, you know. I like, of course, like you have to think about the energy, you know. You can't go all out. I mean, it's a 3-4 hours, depends on the year, or like 2 hours, whatever. It's still a long race, you know. It's like pretty brutal. So you have to kind of like ride, you know, don't ride too hard at first, but still like the pace is super high from the beginning till the end. So it's hard work. Every single win, you know, here it takes a lot. So a lot of preparation, a lot of work, and a good ride. You know, like you need to put all the things together so you don't waste energy. So it's not an easy race for sure.
Well, there you have it, viewers, some royalty on Blokesworld. Anyway, right now we're going to cut to round 2 of the Blokesworld Challenge. Now, if you missed a couple of weeks ago, Camera 3 and I have got this challenge going. We have 3 different events. We've got the rail slide, toboggans, and the mountain cart. Now, Camera 3 has already taken out the first round, toboggans. And tonight we're looking at the rail slides, and what we're fighting for is who flies home and what. If I lose, I'm going to have to fly home in a kilt. And if I win, Camera 3, he has to fly home in a Chewbacca onesie. Anyway, enough of the big talk. Let's see who's got the need for speed.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the country of no waivers, no one sues each other, and you can do stupid stuff. Like go to a bloody alpine ski resort, ping down these mountains. That's just one of the 6 loops that you do, coming pinging down. Here comes a dude now. This is what you do when you got a ski resort and there's no snow. Austrians, they know how to live. All right, it's time to set a new lap record.
Remember, viewers, the #1 rule of the Blokesworld Challenge is you lift, you lose.
Just making my way up the top now. Hopefully I can show you some footage. I'm on a time trial against camera 3, so it's pretty competitive at the moment. Oh, whip.
Well, viewers, it's been 3 days and we're still heading uphill.
Life without lawyers, eh?
Here we go. Little bit of a kicker drop to get started. Build up a bit of speed. Now we're racing. Yeah! That was Ado.
Railing it!
I think I'd rather not be able to see down that hill. She's pretty steep. Oh, it's a quick section now. Yeah!
Woo!
All right, it's a fast section near the bottom now. It's telling me to brake again. Trouble is, I don't speak German, so I don't know the German word for brake.
I was going to do a post, but it's just too much fun. Absolutely ripping. Woo!
Here we go, at the end now. Oh, that's a quick stop.
Yeah!
Well, viewers, as you can see, it's been about 20 minutes now since I arrived at the bottom. Oh, here comes Ado finally. Glad you could join us. Well, you lifted your foot, but you have to be careful not to lift your kilt when we go through Dubai Airport.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, you forgot about the challenge.
Oh, I'm 2-0.
Well, it's not looking good for me. I'm down 2-0 and we've only got mountain carts to go. I'm gonna have to pull off something real special or I'm flying home in a kilt. Anyway, we're going to commercial break. We'll see you after this. G'day viewers and welcome back to the Blokesworld Augsburg, Austria road trip. And as you can see behind me, we've whittled down the 3,000 riders into the top 500. They're on the starting line. It's all about to go down here at Augsburg. But before the race starts, we caught up with Australian enduro legend Dan Sanders. He won the Australian title last year and he's now living in Europe, racing for factory KTM. Top bloke from Victoria. Let's check him out now.
Dan Sanders, welcome back to Blokesworld.
All right, cheers.
Mate, it's a bit exciting now, isn't it? They're all lining up.
It is. It's the time of the day that they kick off and, you know, go on a hell for 4 hours, so.
Yeah, awesome. Now, we caught up with you earlier in the series.
Yep.
We should explain to everyone you're the Australian off-road champion and now you've been signed and now you're over here racing for KTM. You're living in Italy.
Yes, yeah, based in Italy, so it's been good experience so far, halfway in the year. So, yeah, come here to check it out and ready for a good day.
Oh, mate, it's awesome. Now, we've always said for all the young fellas in Australia, there are two things that every Australian needs to do. And that in their life, at one stage, they have to own a V8 and rock a great mullet.
Yeah.
Mate,
sure.
your mullet is one of the greatest ever. Did you inspire Toby Price or did he inspire you?
Oh, at the start, yeah, Toby was making some fun of the mullet, and then, yeah, I see half a year later he's starting to grow one himself, so it's sort of a bit of fun. So, yeah, we have a chat about that here and there, but it's I've cut mine off, unfortunately, so.
We're starting a campaign, bring it back.
Yeah,
bring it back.
maybe I'll let it go. So I'm a bit tight on the haircut budget, so 2 years, then I'll get another haircut, so I'll cut it back in.
Nice. It's very much a family, the KTM team, aren't they? They look after you, they feed you, they make sure you're all good in the head, and you know, they're your new family when you're over here, aren't they?
Yes, for sure. They make it so easy for you anywhere around the world. The KTM family's, you know, the best to be in, and you're always welcome wherever you go around the world. Yep.
Now just pretend we're at the Melbourne Cup and I gave you $100. Who would and you had to give two $50 bets.
Two $50 bets.
Who would you be putting your money on?
I've spent some time with Johnny and Cody this week walking with the KTM, so I like them two boys to go 1-2. So in Carl's dinner, it's gonna be good with his big long legs, and he's got the trial skill, so it's gonna be interesting. Some of those holes in there, like, it would be 8 feet deep. Like if I was walking through there and you drop down, you won't even see your head.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Mate, and how exciting is this? This is like the ultimate blokes pit, isn't it? It's like, if anyone has a bucket list out there, this should be sitting at #1.
Yeah, that's it. You have Fink in Australia and Hatta, but to come here, it's like beer fest and everything all in one and bikes, and it's nuts, so good.
And it's weird too, because you'll be drinking beer and you'll be walking around and you'll be talking to people who don't even speak English. I don't speak French or German and that. It's kind of like the UN of dirt bikes.
Yeah, it is good. It's unreal.
Yeah, awesome. And have you got plans to come back, maybe race this one year?
Yeah, so this is what my plan was, to come here, check it out, and see what I have to really train for. Then I think over a couple of years I'll get the technical skill sorted, and I'll come here and give it a crack. Because no Australians finished this race before, so it'd be cool to be the first one to finish.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought this must be like how rugby league players aren't allowed to ride motorbikes.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was in your contract. No, you can't ride Erzberg.
No. We have to train for it. It's good for our racing and stuff. So.
All right, viewers, that's all we can fit in tonight's episode, but we've got to introduce you to a bunch of people who've been feeding us all week. If we're talking about the burrito bar, come on in, camera 3. Here he is, here, Bernard and all the crew.
Hi.
We've got a special present for you. We have these wallets. They're for our TV show, Blokesworld. So next time when you're staying at the bar and they don't serve you, you just open up your wallet and go, voila. Yeah! Bang, there's your wallet.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. The burrito bar, they've been feeding us all week. See you next week from more Blokesworld.